What's up everybody, welcome back. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out. Today we're going to be talking finally about the Moment anamorphic lens. Alright, so I've had the Moment lens for a really long time. It's been about a year at this point, and I remember when they first launched the anamorphic lens on Kickstarter, I jumped right on it, but it took a really long time. So I've been using it here and there, but I'm very excited to share some of the videos that I've recorded recently from NAB in Las Vegas, and a couple clips that I've recorded previously in the year with my friends in Burbank. Some of them I've teased and shared on social media, but now we're making a decent video about it. So in this video, I'm going to share a couple tips and tricks that I've learned over the past couple of months of using it, and I'm going to share my favorite rig, my favorite gimbal to use with lenses. The Moment anamorphic lens is going to set you back $149, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm okay with it. It fits most smartphones right now, whether you're using iPhones, Pixels, and Galaxies. All you really got to do is get their case, of course, and it has a really nice clicky type of mechanism. When you start using your Moment lens, make sure you're fully twisted all the way as much as you can on the case. At times I've just trusted it. I put in the lens in the case and it was not the case. I wasn't screwed in all the way and the lens was kind of wobbly and almost fell, and I almost broke my lens. So keep that in mind. But yeah, at $149, I'm going to be honest with you, the quality that you can get on this lens is fantastic. You're going to get that awesome widescreen cinematic look. It's a 2x40x1 aspect ratio, so it's like very long. So if you're using widescreen monitors, you're definitely going to be able to get the natural letterbox on your footage. Also, another really awesome thing that you get with the anamorphic, of course, is going to be the infamous lens flares. And I'm going to be honest with you, at the beginning I was like reluctant about the flares, but when I started using it and seeing it in real time, I was like, it kind of looks really cool. And it's pretty crazy that we can get that cinematic quality from a smartphone. Honestly, so happy that we live in this time where smartphones are super convenient and very powerful in terms of filming quality. Now, the moment you start using your anamorphic lens, you might notice that all your footage is pretty much squeezed and everybody looks very thin and tall. And that, of course, is because of the anatomy of the lens. Now, you can fix this in post-production if you're using any editing software like Final Cut or Premiere Pro, etc. You'll be able to stretch it out, but at the same time, I highly encourage you to use either the Moment app or Filmic Pro. Both applications are definitely going to get the job done regarding you being able to see real time what your footage is looking like. Now, one of the major reasons why I like Filmic Pro is because you can focus and expose on two separate objects. So as you can see, I'm moving the circle and exposing to the background while focusing on something a little bit closer to the camera. When you go to the gear settings under hardware, you'll be able to see all the compatible devices with Filmic Pro. One of them is a Moondog anamorphic. Not quite the Moment anamorphic, but it'll pretty much perform in a similar fashion. So give you that de-squeeze option in the camera. On Filmic Pro, you'll be able to change your color profile. You can do flat, dynamic, natural, log, and this is great if you're trying to do a little bit more cinematic approach. It gives you a higher ceiling for color grading. You can also change your white balance, which is awesome. As you can see on the screen over here, we can modify that and change the different tones if you're shooting under fluorescent light bulbs or daylight or cloudy, whatever. You can also create your own custom A and B profiles, which is very, very useful. If we go back to the gear, you can always go to resolution and you can apply an actual crop to your footage. 16:9 will be the traditional widescreen that you would see on your phone natively. Now, I personally like to go to 2.39:1 and crop source to overlay. That way the actual file shows the letterboxing and you don't have to put in any post-production letterboxing whatsoever. Notice the difference on the file. Some of them are actually 16:9, take the whole thumbnail, while some are actually thinner, and you'll be able to see the difference once you start playing. Now, when it comes to recording video on smartphones, you guys know that my work is predicated on stabilizing the shot with a gimbal. My favorite gimbal to use with lenses in general that can hold the payload is going to be the Moza Mini-MI. The Moza Mini-MI supports 300 grams of payload capacity, so most times if you're using an iPhone 8 or a Samsung Galaxy S9 or 10, natively it will support an anamorphic lens or even a wide-angle lens. Having said that, if you're using a Max phone and then you're using anamorphic or you're using any filters on top of your lenses, you might need the moment counterweight. We even tested it the other day with a Note 9. We added a lens, we added filter on top of it, and we put in the moment counterweight, and it was like if nothing ever happened. So I highly encourage you, if you're going to be creating a rig that might include lenses, light, or even microphones, since the Moza Mini-MI can support 300 grams and it has a 1/4-inch screw mount at the bottom, at the top, you might want to also pick up that moment counterweight. The anamorphic lens comes with an adjustment tool. There's like a little screw hole right in this little section over here. That's for you to be able to rotate the mount because different cases will position it differently. All you got to do is unscrew that, rotate the whole base over here, and you'll be able to fix that orientation if you encounter this with your smartphone. At the end of the day, guys, it's another tool to impact the quality and production value of your videos. I loved to use the anamorphic lens. I'm going to start incorporating a little bit more from now on, honestly, because I do like that native widescreen look. And even if you don't have any flares or lights and things like that, using it during the day actually looked pretty solid. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you have any questions, suggestions, drop them down there so we can continue to create relevant content for you. I hope you enjoy the videos. If you do, give it a thumbs up. Everything I use is down in the description, and I hope to see you on the next one.